This right here is the Movo XLR mic. You can see it's not actually plugged in right now. Before I plug it in and have you listen to it, I just kind of want to go over my setup real quick. Right now I'm talking into this XLR mic. It is the mono mic, and you can know that because I have listed right here the mic I will be talking in. So anytime in this video you need to verify what mic I am talking into, just look down here to know. Also over here I have the settings that I am using for the mic, so you can know whatever settings that I have going on. The other thing I have going on is right here I have the Audacity wavelength, so you can hopefully visually see a little bit about what the audio is doing. A few things of note: I'm not going to do any audio edits. I don't have noise suppression turned on or any filters or anything like that. So the audio that you are hearing is coming straight from my XLR mic that goes into my mixer. That's just basically an input for the mic. Now it's time to plug in the Movo mic. Now I'm talking directly in the Movo mic. A real quick interjection here. I just turned on my filters in OBS, my audio filters. So now I have noise suppression and I have the compressor filter turned on. I just want you to hear the difference really quick. This is usually how I record. I like to do the noise suppression because of things like my fan going off on my computer and things like that. I just want you to hear what it sounds like slightly edited versus what the rest of this video is completely unedited. I'm not sure if you can tell a difference or not. If you haven't already, you should wear some over-the-ear headphones, maybe turn up the volume a little bit. I've definitely noticed that the background noise is much quieter on this Movo mic. And if I look back in Audacity, it looks like the gain levels are not quite as high on this mic. So I don't know if you notice a difference, but I don't think I can really tell a difference in the gain level. The thing I really like about this Movo mic is all of the different patterns and options that you have with it. One of the most well-known mics for like podcasting or just whatever is the Blue Yeti mic. And I have that here. I would do a voice comparison, but honestly this Blue Yeti, it's really old. It no longer works very well. It really wouldn't be a fair comparison. But I will say some things that are nice about the Blue Yeti is that it has different modes that you can switch it to, and you have gain levels and volume monitoring and stuff like that. The thing I don't like about the Blue Yeti is that it's a USB mic. The reason I don't like USB mics is I always can hear this background high-pitched sound. It may just be my computer or my setup or the way I have cords, but I've never successfully been able to use a USB mic. So I always use XLR, plug it into my mixer. So I like that the Movo has these different settings and is an XLR mic. Let's go over all the different patterns on this Movo mic. So I've been talking in the cardioid pattern the whole time I've been talking. And what that means is the volume that you hear is coming from the front. So I'm talking into the front of the mic. It sounds good. If I turn it to the side, you can hear how it doesn't sound like I'm talking into the microphone anymore. You can still obviously hear me. I'm kind of in this tight enclosed space, but from the back, all you're hearing really are the echoes of my voice when I turn it around. So that's what the cardioid pattern is. That's kind of the pattern you want to do if you're doing something like this where I'm talking directly into the microphone or picking up instruments or vocals or something like that. While I am on the cardioid pattern, I want to show a couple more things. This has a high pass filter on it. I'm gonna go ahead and turn on the high pass filter right now. Okay, and the high pass filter should be eliminating some of the lower noises or sounds. I barely notice any difference with this, and that's probably just because the environment I'm in right now doesn't have any low rumbles or anything like that. Okay, and the high pass filter is off now. The next thing I will show you is that it also has a setting for -10 decibels. It's pretty obvious what this does. It just lowers the volume. The reason you might want to use this is if you are singing and you want to be close up to the mic to get the sound as great as possible, or if you're talking like directly into the mic like this, then the -10 decibels would come in handy for something like that and kind of get a more like intimate voice or just a more close-up sound like this. Or if you want to do like an ASMR thing, which is really creepy. The next pattern that we'll explore is the bi-directional. Okay, so with bi-directional, talking in front, it should sound pretty similar. When I go to the side, now you're picking up the echo sounds. It sounds like my computer fan just turned on. You can maybe hear a little bit of that. But now I'm going to turn it to the back, and it should sound similar to what it sounds like in the front. That's what your bi-directional is. And that's going to be a useful pattern if you are setting up the mic on the table and you've got someone behind the mic and someone in front. So both people talking, it's going to sound about the same. The last pattern I will talk about is omni-directional. I can turn this around and you can tell that my audio is not really changing all that much. Like, you can't tell that I'm changing the mic around. It is picking up the sound from every direction. And this is nice when you're trying to film like the sounds from an environment where you want to pick up everything, or if you have multiple people talking all over the place, then you can turn on this pattern. Now I'm going to go back to cardioid. I'm actually really impressed with the patterns. They all do exactly what they're supposed to do. It is really nice if you record with different setups. It's a very versatile mic. The mic also comes with this stand. It's a heavy weighted stand, so you can set it on the table. I usually don't like putting things on the table, but you can see it has this shock mount, so I'm not picking up the vibrations from my computer fan or anything like that. I am picking up a bit of the sound, but that's really nice. I usually use a scissor stand to try to eliminate as much noise as possible, but I find that this table stand works just as well. The other thing that I really like about this is the pop filter right here. It's so easy to use. If you don't want to use it, you could just flip it down. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. I don't have any negatives about this mic. The mic I have been using on most of my videos to this point is the Movo mic. I'm going to switch back to that mic really quick so you can hear the difference one more time. Now I'm on the Movo mic. Now that I'm talking into this, I can say that the Movo mic does have higher gain. So maybe that's one negative I could talk about the Movo. The overall quality of the Movo mic I just really like. So let's go back to the Movo mic, and we are back on the Movo mic. In the comment section below, let me know if you have any questions for this mic. I am curious, what are things that you look most for in a mic, and maybe I can focus on that on one of my future videos. Thanks for watching.